vision and mission for the Church of the Living God, CWFF Brotherhood, came about after much earnest prayer, biblical and historical study, and the application of wise counsel. This is a 17-year effort that addresses the declining trends currently displayed in many areas throughout our brotherhood. By 2039, just 17 years, the Church of the Living God, CWFF, will be 150 years old. However, we are currently experiencing some troubling trends that greatly threaten the future condition of our brotherhood. Comparing the 52-year span of data present in the 1967 and the 2019 publication of the Brotherhood's Golden Books, our number of temples grew at about 1.93%. However, a great majority of that growth can be attributed to temple splitting. In just the span of 10 years, from 1889 to 1898, Bishop Christian organized 60 temples over 8 states and had over 65 represented ministers. And by 1898, the church had grown to 853 members. This means that Bishop Christian managed to add, on an average, of 6 new temples each year. As of August 2021, the Church of the Living God, CWFF, has approximately 99 to 105 temples. Now, had we managed to maintain our founder's pace by adding just 6 temples each year, and of course preserving them, we would have some 780 temples today. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services released this statement in July of 2021. And it reads, life expectancy for Black populations declined the most from 2019 by 2.7 years to 72 years. It's the lowest level since 2001. The average age of our members is 63. So then, by our 150th anniversary, if these members beat the statistics, they'll be about 80 years of age. Given our government's life expectancy statistics for African Americans, in order for a temple that sees on the average of 100 members each Sunday to maintain that attendance over the next 17 years to 2039, they would need to gain and maintain an average of about 9 new members each year. The Church of the Living God, CWFF, is fortunate to have rich traditions and a glorious heritage. However, traditions and heritages are only relevant when there is someone around to observe them. Now, the only thing necessary for any church to die is to lose just one generation. Nevertheless, the people of God are not without recourse. In the book of Daniel, chapter 11, verse 32, it reads, but the people that do know their God shall be strong and do exploits. The Vision Commission consists of members of the Church of the Living God, CWFF, and our supporters who have agreed and covenanted together around one primary goal of ensuring that we deliver a healthy, thriving, gospel teaching and gospel preaching church to the next generation of the Church of the Living God, CWFF Brotherhood members. The primary objective, retain and reclaim. The first and most important of the 3 objectives is to stop the problematic decline of membership in many of our local churches. Step 1, develop and implement programmatic strategies to honor, affirm, and retain the older congregants, while step 2, simultaneously developing programming and strategies that will attract interest and reclaim those individuals 45 years and younger. Supportive objective number 1, increase our market share. These supportive objectives are meant to support the primary objective of retain and reclaim. This particular supportive objective will bolster our capability to grow spiritually, numerically, and economically by increasing our capacity to create effective outreach, attractive Christian education programs, successful evangelistic efforts, and targeted market strategies. Supportive objective number 2, encourage diversity in ministry. In many ways, we appear to have honored certain gospel preaching, teaching, and pastoral gifts over other talents. This supportive goal will intentionally develop opportunities within the brotherhood that will encourage and promote the recognition of a greater diversity of talent, skills, and ministerial abilities. This will greatly increase our ability to retain and reclaim a larger supportive membership base. We currently intend to introduce this plan in 4 phases. Phase 1, brotherhood-wide introduction and initial orientation. This phase involves presenting the entire membership with current and historical data along with our brotherhood's present course trajectory, and tell how the plan will address these matters. Phase 2, national churches implementation and distribution of the core program initiatives. This phase involves the leadership of the national church modeling strategies and methods that support our stated goals and objectives and assisting with brotherhood-wide implementation. Phase 3, district-wide adoption and initial implementation of programmatic strategies. During this stage, each district will begin to acquire and implement methods and strategies modeled by the national church or developed within districts that support our stated goals and objectives. Phase 4, temple-wide adoption and initial implementation of programmatic strategies. This phase involves working in various capacities with each local temple to provide assistance in utilizing national or district strategies and or assisting that local temple with the successful implementation of their own methods and plans that support our stated goals. The phases of the Vision Commission are not necessarily linear in terms of their overall implementation, but would be potentially flowing and flexible in their application and utilization. Most importantly, there is the need for your acceptance and willingness to actively support and participate in the continued development and implementation of this visionary endeavor. Please prayerfully consider signing on as a recognized supporter of the Vision Commission today. May God bless you.